when you go on the road and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit. Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a participant from the squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To throw, it's Dennis. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Takes the easy one to the back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. Makes the grab. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught in the backfield, it's Diaz. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the hurry up. Trying play action. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Throw, it's Dennis. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think he really earned his
breaks into the open. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season.
He's taking the shot. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, USC.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
14, Southern Mississippi, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's on target and complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw, it's Dennis. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Look out, he's got room. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Downs. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Rush is on him. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
USC 14, Southern Mississippi.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. To the air, it's Anger. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. And the Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. Has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every...
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep. And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. To the air, it's Anger. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Gain of 18. 1st and goal, USC.
Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a real job understanding, I got to get to that. there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Diaz. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Scanning the field, it's Dennis. Right down the middle. He's got it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
And the Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Brown.
And I love to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Defense.
There. To do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. He made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Anger. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Dennis. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Dropping back, it's Anger. Quickly complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Trojans are marching down the field.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. He's over 350 on the day now.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to pass, it's Anger. Looking for a deep man. And the DB right with him to knock it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Kansas is getting dominated today, and, you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 28 to South Carolina. Just enough. In the Mountain West, where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against.
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
42, Southern Mississippi, 28.
On the run from it. Zone 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Dennis. He's got his man. Like that stiff arm, get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Golden Eagles are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to... And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Give to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Looking downfield, it's Dennis. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Offense in an empty set. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got him in the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They want to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters, and maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to pass. It's Dennis. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. It's Pater late in the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
USC 56, Southern Mississippi 35.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Mississippi, 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Dennis. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in but a little extra stat padding is nice.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.